time enjoying BPL from the ground?
No, I used to watching BPL match since 7 years. So Dhaka is well playing, and I enjoyed a lot. I hope Dhaka is the winner. And my favorite player is Sunny and Taskin. Shehzad also my best player, and I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, just a bit unfortunate for Shehzad, but yeah, you've bowled brilliantly and seem to be in a very good position. Over to Samin. You think you're in a comfortable position?
No issue for this Dhaka because they have Shomoy Monwara. They might do well, inshallah. They will be the winner, inshallah.
So you're not thinking about losing a few wickets?
No, there might be no issue. Might be.
Yeah. Very, very confident. The weather is pretty chilly, but still showing up along with the whole family.
It's okay, no issue because cricket is our emotion.
Catch it!
We are enjoying. We are here to enjoy. Cricket is our emotion.
Catch it!
We are enjoying. We are here to enjoy. Everything is okay with cricket.
Catch it!
Everything is okay with cricket. I think that's the voice of the nation. We're very emotional and passionate. Everything is okay with cricket. I think that's a great occasion. Over to the very emotional and passionate. Everything is okay with cricket. I think that's a great occasion. Over to the gong. Everything is okay with cricket. I think that's a great occasion. Over to the gong.
Slow. 3.64 over run rate within control. Nahidul to continue this over. You see the mist now coming in further. It's getting very difficult to sight from up here. Might not give you the impression on the screen per se. Backs away, tries to find the gap. Half a stop allows the single.
We don't want another one going off, do we? Or is it just evening up things, one from each side?
Yeah, pass the hand into the top of the knee. Bit of a tumble. Well, just manages to stop it. It's cut away, and that's going to make its way to the boundary. Finish with a flourish. 5 overs done, 22 without runs. Boundary. Finish with a flourish.
খেলা তো পাল্টাবেই সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামীর জন্য রেডি
When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBet, one step to success.
It's a tentative start for the Dhaka Dominators. They just need 92 of 90 balls. They're well on course, no doubt. But it's the approach of Dilshan Munawira. And now Shumusaka just in. Ahmad Shehzad, of course, retiring. Runs. They need to be a little bit proactive, positive, just like what Shumusaka does. Just allows a bit of space outside the off stump. Gets a boundary. Good start to the over. Good afternoon, Atha.
Afternoon, Roshan. That's a very good shot. Waited and played it so very late. There was a slip in place. But have a look at that placement. Away from the slip fielder. Fine. And he knew he'd go on to pick up a boundary.
Just a bit of width outside the off stump. He made full use of it. Shumusaka, you think he's someone who's underachieved as a player because he looks such a fine player, tall, upright. Has got inside the line. It's been given. He's straight away gone upstairs. He's referred it. Pretty spontaneous.
And when a player does that, it suggests that he's hit it. He was 100% sure when he's running towards the umpire. Straight away, without any hesitation, took the review. You'll have to go through the process. Yes, he's way behind that white line, so he's absolutely fine, Nasu Ahmed. Might have been a bit of a gloves there too, and maybe also probably missing the stance. The umpire gave him out, so we'll have to wait and see where the ball ends up.
Well, judging on that replay, that can't be LBW for sure, because that didn't touch the pad. At least that's what I saw. Yeah, I just took the glove. Where did the ball eventually end up? Did it go into the hands of the wicketkeeper, or did it go past? That's the question we need to find out. There's no question of that being given LBW. It hit the glove, it didn't hit the pad, so it can never be LBW. Not even a question. I'm wondering what really prompted the umpire to give that out, on what grounds?
What we see from up here is the slow motion. They don't get to see that in the slow motion. Umpire has a tough job to do, very tough job to do, and they can get it wrong at times. Human error. Well, they'll have to wait and see. Where did the ball ended up? Because we think from up here, it got a bit of a gloves.
Oh, human error is always possible, there's no doubt. But I was just trying to understand what the thinking behind that decision. Because if it didn't touch the pad, and if it wasn't taken by the keeper, then it can't be out, because it went off the glove. Right, so let's see. This is a split screen. Look at the first screen. I mean, no chance. I mean, no chance. Just hit the glove. Just hit the glove. The second frame is quite clear. The first frame didn't hit anything. Just hit the glove. It was not hitting the pad. Don't think it went to hand, so can't be out LBW. I think it was given LBW. This is another look. Clearly off the glove. Clearly off the glove. What was now, he's been given out. All right, interesting. But what is he given out for? Was he given out caught? So unless this is caught behind, that's what we need to find out. Right, there is some discussion. The umpires are having a chat too. Right, so there is some confusion. A breakdown in communication. I think he's told Sumusaka to stay. He's having a chat. He's consulting the third umpire. Oh, he's reversed his decision. It's not out. That's the right one. That is the right decision. Take another look. This is what happened. Right. Okay. No, so no catch at all. So there was no catch. It was an LBW appeal. It can't be out LBW because it went off the glove. Right.
Yeah, there was an opportunity to get. If he had caught it behind the stumps, then he was in business. And now, Tamim Iqbal not happy with the decision. Initially given out, then the umpire had to reverse his decision, and now this.
Well, I can see the point Tamim Iqbal is trying to make. He's trying to say it was referred and it was given out, and possibly asking how you changed it. What really made you change? Now that appears to be the conversation for sure. You referred it, you confirmed out, and how did you change it? Well, no surprises that Premier Bank Khulna Tigers will be wanting every inch, because they're defending a small score. They need every possible wicket. And Shumusaka stood his ground and did the right thing. Obviously, there has been confusion, a lot of noise. The umpires have to communicate, just find out what the decision was. So, all's well that ends well. Sanity prevails. Dhaka 26 without loss. But there was drama, but eventually it's the right result. Shumusaka and Dilshan Munawir are still batting together. It's a good comeback by Nazum. He's bowled 3 dot balls now.
It'll be interesting to see where or how. And now that's been hit away for a boundary. I'll come back to the point that I was trying to make. So boundary to finish the over. It's all happening at Mirpur. Dhaka Dominators 30 without loss.
বন্ধুই জানে বন্ধুর চাওয়ার মানে, আর জানে এয়ারটেল। তাই দেশ জুড়ে বেস্ট সব অফার নিয়ে এয়ারটেল আছে বন্ধুদের সাথে। এয়ারটেল।
When cricket comes, 1xBat is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBat site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBat, one step to success.
খেলা তো পাল্টাবেই। সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামীর জন্য রেডি।
The point that I was trying to make is Yasir Ali, the skipper of Premier Bank Khulna Tigers, would need to look to seamers, because the seamers have bowled really well, and it's good to see that he's brought on Mohammad Saifuddin in the attack. We haven't seen Wahab Riaz at all. So not a single over from him. And when you go and see that, yes, you're only trying to defend 113, you got to get your best bowlers in. And you got to be in a position to ensure that you have people in the catching position. 118 wickets in 94 matches in T20 career, but no slip in place. Look at the weather. The ball is doing a bit. Done and dusted power play, 30 runs without a loss. You need to have an attacking field. If you're thinking of trying to win this match, you can only win this match by taking wickets.
Gets a bit of shape outside the off stump. Saifuddin, the bowlers need to also stick to their task, but yeah, they need to be a little bit more proactive in terms of their field placing. It's a little bit defensive. Tamim Iqbal seemed to be also getting involved a bit. Of course, he's a senior campaigner, has plenty of experience. Now the left-hander on strike, but still no slip. Where would they look for a wicket here? Mid-on, mid-off, saving one. But they've got the 4 fielders also outside the 30-yard circle. That's all right. But I would rather have at least someone catching in the slips. Oh, how close is that? That straightened up. But I think it was the bounce. That straightened down the line.
There is enough happening for the seamers, and that's one of the reasons why I feel that the seamers will need to bowl flat out on these track, because there is something available. There is a bit of an advantage, and if you hit the right line and length, you will trouble the batter. Ahmed Shahzad already got hit on the elbow. We saw how well Paul Meeker bowled. Have a look at this. Good seam position. Cutting back into the left-hander.
Again, the length is important on this surface. At the moment, it's just back of a length. Yeah, the plan might be to try and bowl a little bit full, at least mix it up. Try and find the outside edge if you can. Well, the lengths are very important too on this surface. And he finds he's searching for some swing from around that leg stump, but he doesn't have the type of feel to back up the seam and bounce that he might get off this surface. But at the moment he's got a bit of movement but no bounce really.
Yeah, run rate does not really matter at the moment. They've got 10 wickets in hand, Dhaka Dominators. Required run rate is just above 6, so it will not bother Dhaka Dominators. But if you have a defensive mindset, he has a fielder at long on at this stage of the game. What does that suggest? It's trying to defend the runs. They only require 81 runs in 79 deliveries. Yes, Tamim Iqbal is not the skipper, but he can still call the shots. He can talk to Yasir and say, okay, fine. We cannot be that defensive at this stage of the game. We need to pick up wickets. We haven't picked up a single wicket yet.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. That's exactly what we're talking about. A bit of bounce and a bit of spongy bounce that time. Didn't really rush, but it got stuck in the pitch. 33 without loss.
When cricket comes, 1xBat is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBat site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBat, one step to success.
খেলা তো পাল্টাবেই সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামীর জন্য রেডি।
Khulna Tigers need those wickets columns where you see zeros to be eliminated. This is Wahab Riaz, wide down the leg side. I can tell you that he played in the Lanka Premier League, played for Galle Gladiators, and he was very good. Bowled with good pace, good control, had wickets. And also we did see that he can swing the bat around a bit. 390 wickets. Very decent economy and average.
Where's the slip? You have Wahab Riaz in the attack and there's no slip in place. Down the leg side, there'll be a boundary. That's a poor delivery down the leg side. The skipper needs to have his thinking cap on, Yasir Ali. You simply cannot defend the way they are bowled. Yes, I want to see the seamer in the attack, yet there are seamers from both ends now, which is absolutely fine, but you got to pitch it in the right areas. And the last ball of the previous over, which suggests that there should, if there was a bit of a bat, if there was a nick, again down the leg side. This time it's not a wide, it's a no ball, so it's going to be a free hit.
Well, it's not going well for the Khulna Tigers, I'll tell you. Wahab Riaz swinging down the leg side. Definite movement, there's no doubt about it. But the captain needs to support him. His line's wrong, that's for sure. This is the no ball they're talking about. How tight is that? That's very tight. Doesn't he have something behind the line? It's a tight call, I'll tell you. It's a very tight call. I think he's got millimeters. But doesn't matter. It's been given as a no ball. The field can change because the left-hander on strike. But it is a free hit. Mid-wicket goes out, square leg long on. And 2 men on the offside boundary, 40 without loss. Wahab Riaz is yet to bowl a legal delivery in the over. Already conceded 8 runs. We're talking about an experienced campaigner. Oh, I think it's cleared. It has. It's a very, very expensive no ball. 14 runs up to now, just 1 legal delivery. And Dhaka Dominators just clearly dominating. Gone. That's taken. That's gone. That time it's out. Finally, a wicket.
One of the reasons why I wanted the seamers in the attack, he's lucky because it's gone to the slip, not to the slip, but to the keeper. Had it gone a little bit wider, he would have picked up a boundary. But that's exactly what the Premier Bank Khulna Tigers needed, a wicket. It's a low catch, very nicely taken by Azam. It was dying down, and it is a great catch in the end. So finally, Wahab Riaz sends back Shumo Shaka for 16. Dhaka 47 for 1.
When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBet, one step to success.
বন্ধুই জানে বন্ধুর চাওয়ার মানে আর জানে এয়ারটেল তাই দেশ জুড়ে বেস্ট সব অফার নিয়ে এয়ারটেল আছে বন্ধুদের সাথে এয়ারটেল
খেলা তো পাল্টাবেই সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামীর জন্য রেডি
Right, Mithun is the new batter. Dhaka's lost a wicket. It's a little bit too late. Not late, but they would have liked it earlier. The Premier Bank Khulna Tigers, there's still a lot of time. But we're talking about 67 of 76. You should be backing the batting side. Another look.
And just wanted to guide it towards the third man area. And nicks it to the keeper. Good catch. He's a big fella, not easy for him to move around, but that is a very good catch. He comes back strongly. Only 2 deliveries. He's got a wicket. Again, really well bowled. And he's given away 14 runs. And that's the movement I'm talking about. It's coming back into the right-hander.
And they've also got the slip. The slip that we've been talking about. That the slip we felt is so important. Finally. In its right place now. They've still got 4 men outside the circle. They got 5 into the circle, including a slip. This is good. Shahjeel is at slip. Well, this time right on the money. Much better. Just starting around that off stump, bringing it back into the right-hander. Wahab Riaz will look to try and find the outside edge if he can.
Most of the time when a left-arm seamer is in the attack and if there's a right-hander on strike, you'd see the left-arm seamer coming round the wicket to cut down on the angle. We haven't seen that from Wahab Riaz, still going over the wicket to the right-hander. So not a bad idea because he has a slip in place.
Oh, bowled. That's the one. That was the one I was talking about. What would be the next delivery? The outswinger, very good delivery. Just enough to beat the outside edge. The previous 2 deliveries came back. And that one just holding its line as it went through. No exaggerated movement, but just the angle. A very good comeback by Wahab Riaz. Oh, play and a miss. 14 of the over, but the last 4 deliveries were very good. 47-1.
When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBet, one step to success.
বন্ধুই জানে বন্ধুর চাওয়ার মানে আর জানে এয়ারটেল তাই দেশ জুড়ে বেস্ট সব অফার নিয়ে এয়ারটেল আছে বন্ধুদের সাথে এয়ারটেল
Right side for Dean. Look at the movement. He gets a lot of movement off the seam. But what about that length? Don't get him play off the back foot. Get him play off the front foot.
I've got to get a slip in place. I've always been a double header. Again today, fourth in Borishal versus Sylhet Strikers. Sylhet Strikers already going on to win the first match yesterday. It's coming up next. Match number 4. They're in the house. Sylhet Strikers. And they'll be just keeping a close eye on the surface. The seamer will be hoping. I can see Khalid Ahmed there, right there in the middle. Ahmad Wasim. Well, finally they have a slip in place.
But the length is important. Just get them playing on the front foot, not on the back foot. Oh, that's too short. Good fielding. Get him playing on the front foot if you're getting movement.
The seamers, especially Mikun, his very first over. Have a look at this, what he did. Back of the lens short, falling the batter again on the shorter side. Difficult, because every time they wanted to even square him up, that's the one that hit him. So he looked very dangerous. And if you see a bowler, a seamer doing that to the batter, why bring on a spinner? Because you know that you don't have too many runs to play with. Have another look. Yeah, with that single 50 comes up on the board. But it was difficult, wasn't it? That's Meekan's first over. Look at this delivery. That is a brilliant ball. And even Somu Shoka couldn't put bat to ball. And they still did not have any slip in place.
Also, Meekan has the height. The length was right. Now the slip's gone. A single outside the off stump. Again, I don't like the length Mithun is trying to bowl because he's dragging the ball back. Both batters have looked to play him off the back foot or look to play horizontal shots rather than getting on the front foot. There is movement. You want to try and get the batter playing off the front foot most of the time. And he gets good shape away from the right-hander. Oh, that has to be close. That has to be close. That's the length I'm talking about. He went full. Munavira looking to hit it over mid-wicket. Caught in front.
Full and straight does the trick for Mohammad Saifuddin. That's exactly what Premier Bank Khulna Tigers would be hoping for. Got to keep on talking to bowlers. Pitch it up and make sure it's straight. On the back leg. Dead. Gone. Gone for 22. Dhaka 51 for 2. And it's going to be a strategic timeout.
খেলা তো পাল্টাবেই সারা দেশের সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামীর জন্য রেডি
When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBet, one step to success.
বন্ধুই জানে বন্ধুর চাওয়ার মানে আর জানে এয়ারটেল তাই দেশ জুড়ে বেস্ট সব অফার নিয়ে এয়ারটেল আছে বন্ধুদের সাথে এয়ারটেল
যখন তখন ইচ্ছে মতন পৌঁছে যাবে খেলার মাঠে নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন একদম ফ্রিতে দেখতে পাবে শুধু দারাজ অ্যাপে উৎসবে মেতেছে দে অফিস ব্রেকে হাতে ঘাটে প্রেম পিড়িতে টানে লোকাল বাসে চলতি পথে স্ট্রিমিং ফ্রিতে বাসর রাতে বউয়ের হাতে রান্না ঘরে বাদাওয়াতে বিপিএল এবার হাতে হাতে একদম ফ্রিতে
নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন দারাজ অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে
দারাজ অ্যাপে
পেরিয়ে দূরত্বের সীমানা জীবনের নতুন সম্ভাবনাগুলো আজ পাড়ি দেয় বহু পথ আপনার নতুন দারাজ
Munawira, the man, LBW, good crowd, I'll tell you. I'm very impressed with the crowds at the Mirpur Stadium or anywhere in Bangladesh for that matter. Take a look at this. Dilshan Munawira didn't look himself. Looked a bit out of sorts. Where was he aiming to play that shot? It was straight
towards the mid-wicket. But there was a hint of movement also. That's the reason why he was beaten and trapped him right in front. Really good, very good from Mohammad Saifuddin.
One more ball in the over left. The way forward for Dhaka Dominators is to try and get a partnership here. If they start losing wickets close to each other, they could panic. But thankfully they don't have much to chase. This is, oh, well bowled. The captain, Nasir Hussain, feet going nowhere. Very good over, 51 for 2.
খেলা তো পাল্টাবেই সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামীর জন্য রেডি
বাই আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকেন সবগুলো ম্যাচেই আপনাদেরকে দেখানো হবে
Just been dismissed rather cheaply, and here Khulna 113 for 8. Abrias again swinging down the leg side. He's starting a little bit too straight. In fact, starting on the leg stump. Should be looking to start outside the off stump. That's wide.
Well, I feel that he needs to come around the wicket. He needs to change the angle because there's a substantial amount of swing and seam movement. Have a look at that. And it doesn't give any opportunity whatsoever for the keeper to latch on to it. He's not happy. He's disappointed. It's important for him to understand the fact that when you have that ball moving that much, why not just change the angle? Why not come from round the wicket? He's still going over the wicket.
Wow, Briaz has just bowled a solitary over. Interestingly, our statistician Rajni says 34% of the Dhaka Dominators innings of 57 has been conceded by Wahab Riaz in that over. 19 runs, now he's gone for 20 or 1.1. But the point I was trying to make here, Ata, is yesterday, if you look at Sylhet, the way they approached batting second, they won with plenty to spare and won easily. But the Dhaka approach has been different. They looked a little bit tentative. They wanted to be first a bit safe rather than looking to be aggressive.
বাই আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকেন সবগুলো ম্যাচেই আপনাদেরকে দেখানো হবে
the way they played their game, but today Khulna Tigers too have just let Dhaka survive and go on rather than really look to try and attack them.
He's bowling at good pace also, Wahab Riaz. Not afraid to pitch it up to the batter. New batter in the crease. Not a bad idea to just invite him for a drive. He has a slip in place.
Again, playing a miss outside the off stump. That stayed down. This is the nature of the surface. That was 140, but that stayed down.
It's a nothing shot from Nasir Hussain. Now have a look at his footwork. Just chasing a wide delivery. Stuck in his crease, neither back nor forward, and just throws his hand out. He's flirting with danger here.
That was apparent even the first ball he faced. Again, lot of movement back into the right-hander. Wahab Riaz needs to get his radar right. He's definitely getting that ball to jag around at good pace. Needs to start around the off stump or just outside the off if he could. The length was right.
Straight away, Yasir Ali has just gone up to him and having a bit of a chat. They need 57 runs from 62. They have 8 wickets in hand. We're not sure whether Ahmed Shahzad will bat or not. So let's say it's 7 wickets in hand. He's still in a very comfortable position. But if they lose wicket, then there might be a bit of a hiccup. Now the fielder from point goes back.
Again, you could see that the ball staying down a little bit. But ideal if the Khulna Tigers really are looking to create some pressure, because they got 2 relatively new batters. The captain's just in 5 balls without a run. Mithun has faced 7 balls for 3, so 2 new batters.
And I think it's also important for Wahab Riaz to realize that he's getting the ball shape into the right hander. Since he's got a slip in place, not a bad idea to just let one go, which leaves the batter. He's got the skills, he's got the experience. Can he deliver?
It's a good over. 57 for 2 at the halfway stage.
When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBet, one step to success.
খেলা তো পাল্টাবেই। সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামীর জন্য রেডি। পেরিয়ে দূরত্বের সীমানা, জীবনের নতুন সম্ভাবনাগুলো আজ পাড়ি দেয় বহু পথ। আপনার নতুন দারাজ।
Not as convincing from the Dhaka Dominators as you'd expect, as we saw in the previous match, in the first match of the first day. But there's still some work to be done. Nasir in the middle, Mithun there. Just the partnership, a fledgling partnership of 6 now. Nasir Mohammed into his last over.
Catch it!
He rides that well, finds the fielder. Just the single. Getting much gloomier out there, Mazza.
It is, but at the moment, Dhaka Dominators need to play sensibly. Previous ball, just rocked back, Mohammad Mithun. They're not chasing a big target, Shaimba, so they need to play sensibly. No need to hurry at all.
Absolutely, particularly with the sighting of the ball. Might be a little difficult. It's okay for when the spinners are on. Not quite getting hold of it. Intention was mid-wicket. Ended up back of the square on the onside. Streaky looking single to open his account for the skipper.
There was a sign of aggression there by Mohammad Mithun. He wanted to hit that ball hard. It was a good run taken in the end. But yeah, from bowling's point of view, they need to pick up wickets. They just can't hope to take that game deep. Otherwise, it's Dhaka Dominators' game.
Reverse attempted now. That's very fortunate. Always a premeditated shot. Seen a lot of that in this format, but fortunately for him, just deflecting away the safe areas.
54 of 56 balls. 21 balls since the last boundary. And they were eyeing for that one.
Nasir, that's good. What they've done is rotation of the strike, just the 4 runs already, a single virtually off all balls except the second. So when the boundaries run out, that is the best option. So ensure that you keep on exchanging sides with your partner, get to rotate the strike, release the pressure and don't allow it to build on you. And he backs away, whacks it, but once again a single. 5 from that over, 62 for 2.
পেরিয়ে দূরত্বের সীমানা, জীবনের নতুন সম্ভাবনাগুলো আজ পাড়ি দেয় বহু পথ। আপনার নতুন দারাজ।
But all the others searching except for Saifuddin. 2 wickets fallen, 1 retired hurt. Well, there's always tremendous enthusiasm for the BPL here in Dhaka. It's tucked away for another single. And fans have turned out in big numbers, surprisingly, despite the weather. And here we have a contender for the most enthusiastic BPL fan. And just a reminder that the most enthusiastic BPL fan gets a signed bat from the player of the match. So there's something to look forward to. Has charged him up. He knows he's on the big screen. Really giving it all. Well done, young man. Gets everyone around him to jump around. Not too much in terms of fireworks in the middle, so making their own entertainment. Well-controlled delivery from Mekran. He's been very, very good with his lines and lengths. Just given away just the 8 runs in his third over.
The fact that I wanted to mention, Shaimbhai, Premier Bank Khulna bowlers given away 12 extras so far. They're defending a small target of 114. So you just cannot give away those extra runs.
আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকেন, সবগুলো ম্যাচেই আপনাদেরকে দেখানো হবে।
Little guilty in ball down the leg side. There's a no ball immediately in that particular ball that went down the leg side. So that compounded the problem. Not often you see Vicky, as it says on his back, Riaz being a little tardy with his lines. He's got a few words of advice for the younger, less experienced Paul van Meekeren. Worries for the skipper. Silverstrand doesn't get the ball to go where he wanted it. Eventually manages to get a couple of runs.
That was a well-directed bouncer there by Mikuran. Lucky for Nasir that it didn't go up in the air to the fielder. Yeah, it was travelling. Beg your pardon, it's Mohammad Mithun there. Yeah, going back to that extra, 12 extras means 2 overs they need to bowl again. So when you're defending a low total, it's important that you make sure don't give away too many.
Have a look at the concussion check here. Maybe the ball hitting the helmet of the batter. We'll have a look at this. Short, and as he tried to circle around, bit of bat or glove, then onto the helmet. So that will bring in the physio. Cannot afford to take a chance. So just to have go through and have a look whether he's all right, he's focused or not. Mohammad Mithun seems to be all right. Normal questions asked. See if he's focused and he's ready to go. No problems.
Obviously they need to follow the concussion protocol here, and he seems ready to bat again. It's quite chilly out there. Good to see kids coming into the stadium. You mentioned about the enthusiastic fans. Probably this kid is one of the contenders.
Well, it's difficult for everybody. I think can give credit to everyone around, the crew, the supporters in the stands, braving this foggy conditions here. Dhaka, you can see everyone's covered up, lots of layers. Tough job, but you've got to carry on. Clean him up. Went for that expansive drive. The ball just coming in, little bit of inward movement, just a little bit of jacking back, and enough to find the gap between bat and pad and hitting timber.
Mikuran strikes for Premier Bank Khulna Tigers. It was on the slot there, but Mohammad Mithun just missed the line completely there. Yes, it came back in sharply, but he just completely missed that one. Mikuran will take that. Dhaka Dominators lose another wicket. Mohammad Mithun departs for 8. They are 66 for 3.
বন্ধুই জানে বন্ধুর চাওয়ার মানে, আর জানে এয়ারটেল। তাই দেশ জুড়ে বেস্ট সব অফার নিয়ে এয়ারটেল আছে বন্ধুদের সাথে। এয়ারটেল।
When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBet, one step to success.
প্রিয় দেশবাসী, নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন, এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন দারাজ অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে। দেখবে ফ্রিতে দারাজ অ্যাপে।
Dhaka have lost the wicket. Brings in Usman Ghani, 26 years old, 1892 runs in his kitty in his T20 career. Strike rate, that's a little surprising. He's in the middle because of this. Found the gap between bat and pad. Went for the drive, missed the line, and the off stump uprooted. The bails go flying. The lights light up. What a pretty sight for the bowler, not for the batter. He deserved a wicket. He's bowled so very well. Disciplined bowling right from the word go. Some cheer for the supporters of Khulna Tigers, but I think there's a good mix there. You know, they're on the big screen, always eager to jump around. Now, what is the question being asked here? Wonder what's going on in the middle. Cool it, I think. What has he got? Something the captain has in his hand. Maybe that's Something that caught the eye of the umpires. It's going back into position now. All seems to be in order. We'll carry on. Swings round, helping the ball on its way.
Nasir Hussain would feel that he missed that one. It was a long hop there by Nahidul. Managed to play that straight to the fielder there. Deep square leg. Yeah, they can afford to take their time. Still a runner ball chase here. Tamim Iqbal having a chat with the players of Fortune Borishal.
ना थोड़ा हल्का सा आगे से.
The amble was on. It was an easy single to be taken. Nasir has gone on to 5 of 12 deliveries. Yasir Ali will be reasonably happy. Maybe not as proactive as should have been. Again, use of the feet. Straight to the bowler. It's going back to his tactics. And it's pretty evident that the Pacers were going to get more support from the conditions. 3 Pacers in hand. As Nasum and Nahidul also. A delicate balancing act here. Got the 3 wickets, got the injury to Ahmad Shahzad, who hopefully will not be retired by Dhaka.
Yeah.
But it's been a good tight spell by the bowlers.
Definitely, and for Yasir Ali, it's going to be a test of character for him as well, leading the side for the first time in a big tournament.
Well bowled again, boy.
Dot ball to end the over. Dhaka 69 for 3 after 13.
বন্ধুই জানে বন্ধুর চাওয়ার মানে আর জানে এয়ারটেল তাই দেশ জুড়ে বেস্ট সব অফার নিয়ে এয়ারটেল আছে বন্ধুদের সাথে এয়ারটেল
নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন দারাজ অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে.
Tigers will be disappointed with that effort. Only Yasir Ali and Saifuddin getting some runs. Azam too. Not enough though. Despite the fact that chasing a smallish target, Dhaka Dominators have not really asserted themselves. That's a loose delivery. I could have done better with that. I think on a couple of occasions at least Nasir has missed those opportunities of swiveling around and finding the gap in the deep.
Head coach of Premier Bank Khulna Tigers, Khalid Mahmood Sujan, former Bangladesh captain as well. Time since last boundary, Shaim, by 36 deliveries. That also adds up the pressure. Yes, they are chasing a small target, but at the same time, if you don't score boundaries here and there, then it creates a pressure on the batsman. And when a newcomer comes in, it keeps on rotating in his mind that I need to score a boundary here. Good ball there by Saifuddin.
It's just going back to that point of missing a couple of opportunities. There have been some accurate bowling, tight bowling, no question about that. They've exploited the conditions, the bowler. But when the opportunities have risen, they've not been taken advantage of. 43 runs from 40 balls seems easy enough. It will be easy, but then again, it's the manner in which you progress into that win, if you can get it. And there's a movement of the foot once again, finding the fielder. Whenever there's a loose ball, particularly down the leg side, that's when they haven't been able to take full toll.
And you can see some sort of urgency there by Nasir Hussain. Fans there enjoying every bit of it. Yeah, going back to that mounting of pressure there. Nasir Hussain is looking to hit those boundaries now. And the Khulna bowlers did well so far.
Keeps on pegging away at that angle. Saifuddin in his third over has kept a steady, tight line. He has hardly allowed, except for a couple of deliveries, hardly allowed the batters to make room for themselves and play the shots and try and bit of a risk when you're trying to go inside the line of the ball if the ball is on the leg stump and you're going outside the off stump to whip it away, and it's not giving enough opportunity for the batsman to come inside the line, play inside out on the offside. So building up the pressure. Just
আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকেন, সবগুলো ম্যাচেই আপনাদেরকে দেখানো হবে।
So they will take it. 5 singles, fair enough. No pressure whatsoever. Keeping it simple. Play till the last over and the game is in your pocket for Dhaka. But from Khulna's point of view, they need to pick up one more wicket here.
Again drifting down the leg side, whips that away. Fielder gets to it. Good commitment shown. So at one point it seemed he's just running away from the fielder. Manages to stop it. 2 runs from that, 76 for 3. One lesser wicket. Holland, the pressure not there. Good last over. Lots of singles. A couple to finish with. So having a look at the ball, it's very misty. There is a bit of dew already starting to fall. Wild swipe at that one.
Again Nasir Hussain trying to play that over the cover's head there. From fielding's point of view, the fielders inside the circle must make sure they don't give away easy singles there. Once again Nasir Hussain trying to take on the bowler.
Playing for the turn.
আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকেন, সবগুলো ম্যাচেই আপনাদেরকে দেখানো হবে।
Gets to find the gap at deep mid wicket, but more of corner. Where at last a boundary from the bat of Nasir Hussain. After 42 balls, the boundary has come for the team.
That was very well placed there by Nasir Hussain. He picked up the spot really well. Use of the feet and then piercing that gap. This will really make things easy now for Nasir Hussain.
Naidul is going to be tested. Knows that Nasir is on the lookout for quick runs now. Again, a little bit of a trigger movement from Nasir. Spotted by the bowler, I thought, and just shortened the length enough to stop him from playing a forceful shot.
That's very good cricket as well from Nasir's point of view. Single followed it up with a boundary.
A little bit of turn. Did go behind the line well, Ghani on that occasion.
মোবাইল প্লেয়ার খেলা দেখে মজাই নাই, ঠিক আছে? পিসি প্লেয়ারের খেলা দেখে যে মজা, মোবাইল প্লেয়ারের খেলা দেখে ওরকম মজাই পাওয়া যায়। কে বললো পিসির জন্য একটা মোবাইল প্লেয়ার দেখার কত মিলিয়ন ফলোয়ার?
ভাই কেডা লাত্তি মাইরা বাইর করে দিছে যার একটা কমিউনিটি থেকে ওই কইছে আর স্টুডিও দিয়ে স্ট্রিম করি। কোনোদিন আমার মুখ থেকে শুনছো যে মোবাইল প্লেয়ার বট, পিসি প্লেয়ার আসল প্রো?
প্লেয়ার কাছে একটা মোবাইল প্লেয়ার একদমই দুর্বল। আর এই কুরুল গেমিং এর মতো বাঞ্চতগুলো মোবাইল প্লেয়ারদেরকে দুর্বল পেয়ে মেরে নিজেকে প্রো দাবি করে, আর হচ্ছে স্ট্রিমে গিয়ে বড় বড় কথা বলে যে যারা মোবাইলে গেম প্লে করে, মোবাইলে গেম প্লে করে দেখতে মজা না, সুন্দর না, বাঞ্চত এমন তাপরানি তাপরামু।
সবাই খেলে 15 থেকে 16,000 টাকার ডিভাইসে তুমি খেলো 1.5 লাখ 2 লাখ 3 লাখের পিসিতে, দেন তুমি বলো যে তুমি হচ্ছে স্নাইপার গড, তুমি হচ্ছে মুভমেন্ট কি।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম, কি অবস্থা সবাই কেমন আছেন? তো গাইস আশা করি সবাই অনেক ভালো আছেন। তো গাইস আজকে একটু অন্য টপিকসে আমরা ভিডিওটা মেক করতেছি। তো গাইস আমরা আজকে দেখাবো কুরুল গেমিং কিভাবে হেডশট মারে। তো গাইস এখানে আপনাদেরকে ফার্স্টে পরিচয় হয়ে নেওয়া লাগবে ম্যাক্রো গেমার সম্পর্কে। তো এটা হচ্ছে ম্যাক্রো গেমার কি? ম্যাক্রো গেমার অনলি পিসিতে আর কি
পেরিয়ে দূরত্বের সীমানা, জীবনের নতুন সম্ভাবনাগুলো আজ পাড়ি দেয় বহু পথ। আপনার নতুন দারাজ।
Well, sometimes these low-scoring games prove very, very exciting. The Tigers are hanging in here. Dhaka require 29 from 30 deliveries. Wahab Riaz, he's gone for 20 in his 2 overs, but he's no stranger to these situations. He's bowled at the back end of T20 innings many times.
Well, he is more than capable of coming back strongly. And that's exactly what Yasir Ali will be hoping for. Having a look at the conditions, there is something for the seamers.
Two short ones in a row.
Yeah, the idea to target the batters with short pitch deliveries, that he's got some protection in the deep on the onside. There's a deep square leg and there's a deep fine leg also. Yeah, just the umpire making sure that he does not come onto the danger zone. I think he's just given him a warning now.
Yeah, you're right, first warning given to Wahab Riaz for running on the danger area. Now Usman Ghani is on strike. He's a runner ball. Normally finds himself in the front 3 when representing his country, Afghanistan. So this is a situation that he's not really accustomed to, having to walk in when the field is spread. It's just a runner ball required. That's all that he needs to do. Just keep knocking it around. A 2 will come or a boundary.
Yeah, when they started the chase, the required run rate for 5.7. Now it has gone up. So Premier Bank Khulna Tigers are fighting back. I know they haven't picked up too many wickets, but they're just making life a little bit difficult for Dhaka Dominators. And that's exactly what you want to do, to create a little bit more pressure. It's been a mind game. It's not a big total to defend, but for some reason they've got into momentum of pushing back the Dhaka Dominator batters. Again, extra bounce.
Four overs remaining at the conclusion of this one, and Van Meekeren has got an over. He's bowled beautifully, 1 for 10 in his 3 overs, the Dutchman. Nahil Dul's got 1 as well, so has Saifuddin, and Wahab Riaz will have 1 as well. So bowlers will more than likely be bowling in their 1 over spells. So just 4 off the over, very tidy one from the experienced Wahab Riaz. 16 gone, 89 for 3.
BPL এবার হাতে হাতে একদম ফ্রিতে BPL হাতে হাতে BPL হাতে হাতে দেখবে ফ্রিতে দারাজ অ্যাপে দারাজ অ্যাপে হাতে 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 দারাজ অ্যাপে দেখবে ফ্রিতে দারাজ অ্যাপে।
প্রিয় দেশবাসী, নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন, এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন দারাজ অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে।
খেলা তো পাল্টাবেই, সারা দেশে সেরা ইন্টারনেট এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নিয়ে রবি আগামীর জন্য রেডি।
When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports events. 1xBet, one step to success.
বন্ধুই জানে বন্ধুর চাওয়ার মানে আর জানে এয়ারটেল তাই দেশ জুড়ে বেস্ট সব অফার নিয়ে এয়ারটেল আছে বন্ধুদের সাথে
আমাদের গেমিং চ্যানেলের লিংক দেয়া আছে সবাই গিয়ে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে আসেন
খেলার মাঠে নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন একদম ফ্রিতে দেখতে পাবে শুধু দারাজ অ্যাপে উৎসবে মেতেছে ক্লাসের ফাঁকে অফিস ব্রেকে হাতে ঘাটে প্রেম পিড়িতে তালে লোকাল বাসে চলতি পথে স্ট্রিমিং ফ্রিতে বছর রাতে বউয়ের হাতে রান্না ঘরে বাদাওয়াতে বিপিএল এবার হাতে হাতে একদম ফ্রিতে বিপিএল হাতে হাতে বিপিএল হাতে হাতে দেখবে ফ্রিতে দাঁড়া যাবে
প্রিয় দেশবাসী নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন দারাজ অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে
দারাজ অ্যাপে
সবাই আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকেন সবগুলো ম্যাচেই আপনাদেরকে দেখানো হবে
powered by Minister in association with Nagad. Van Meekeren is going to finish up now. He has been the pick of the bowlers. They've all been good, to be honest. When you're defending a total as low as this,
সবাই আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকেন সবগুলো ম্যাচেই আপনাদেরকে দেখানো হবে
10 runs in his 3 overs, but you can't help feeling they need wickets.
Yeah, I was earlier on here, and I did feel that perhaps Yasser Ali, the skipper of Premier Bank Khulna Tigers, missed a trick by not having a close-in fielder in the catching position early on. They've picked up 3 wickets, but as you rightly mentioned, they need to pick up wickets.
Opportunity for third man. Dropped him. Is that the opportunity? Shajil in the deep spills a big chance.
Definitely an opportunity gone a begging. Really launched into that. Was never in control. He probably misjudged it in the end because he had to move to his left.
Another one down. That's a much tougher opportunity because that was hit really hard back at the bowler.
But the one before that was definitely an easier chance. I'm not too sure that one did it really carry it to the bowler. We'll have this look. Oh, right on the back heel, isn't it? Yeah, was in the air. Tall fella, very difficult to go down so quickly. Ooh.
So difficult. You see spinners take cotton bowls, but for seamers to take them, it is really tough ask. Clever. Big backlift. He was looking for a boundary, wasn't he? But when the ball didn't present itself in the area that he liked, he just pushed it away for a single. That's clever batting from Nasir.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন
not what you want.
That is another discipline that they need to take care of in terms of those giving away extra runs. 13
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
Azam Khan, 12 runs of wides, 1 no ball, also not good.
And another one, and another one. And you just wonder, I know you mentioned off air to me that there was a little bit of dew that
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
Yeah, he's trying to bowl flat out, but he's just missing the lines. Second time around, he's bowled down the leg side. And if you're getting in a position to defend a low total, you don't want to concede extra runs. Not just extra runs, extra balls too.
Nicely bowled, but equally well played. The one thing that the batting side do not want to
পিন
do is
কমেন্টে
panic here.
আমাদের গেমিং চ্যানেলের লিংক দেয়া আছে, সবাই গিয়ে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে আসেন।
He's done nicely, Ghani. 14 from 14. Low scoring games. How often does this happen? Nil apart from the wides. 8 from the over. 97 for 3.
পেরিয়ে দূরত্বের সীমানা, জীবনের নতুন সম্ভাবনাগুলো আজ পাড়ি দেয় বহু পথ। আপনার নতুন দারাজ।
One. It's been a well-timed chase, I suppose. You know, we would think that they would knock this off in about 15 overs, but they haven't. They've just worked their way quietly towards the total and require now just 17 from the last 3 overs. Sweeper out there. Taking on his arm. Oh, direct hit. Direct hit. We'll go upstairs and have a look at this. They always tight, aren't they?
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
From the batter, he seems that he is comfortably in. Have a look at this. He's fine, but what a throw.
From the deep. The standard of fielding around the world now is just unbelievable. So not out. There's just no place to carry fielders anymore. Is there? Out of the 3 disciplines, you have to be able to field as a cricketer, particularly in this game. If you can bat and can't field, or you can bowl and can't field, you can often be left out of a side. It's good running though, still urgent. Under a runner ball. Still, the skipper keeps 4 inside the 30-yard circle. He doesn't bring anyone else up. When is that moment going to come? When does he take a risk? When does he bring a 5th fielder in or 6th fielder and say, well, you've got to hit it over our heads, but you're not just going to be given easy singles?
Well, so far I haven't seen Yasir Ali being in an attacking mindset. You got to take a few gambles, knowing that the game is going away from you. I'll bring a fielder straight away in. Or maybe he's going to do that right now. we'll have to wait and see. Yes, it thinks that maybe the fielder at deep mid-wicket will need to come inside the circle, and then he sends one back. Short fine is now gone back to the conventional fine leg position.
Ghani swings away towards the short boundary, but it's long enough. It's long enough as Van Meekeren holds on to a steep
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
Never easy under the lights. Looking at the conditions, very, very heavy. Yeah, not easy to pick that up. Well, he thinks he's taken it cleanly, but they'll still have another look. We'll have to wait for the soft signal from the umpires. Well, it's out.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
Gets himself into a good position, but then he realizes I need to go forward, and it's in the tip of his fingers. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. That's out. That is out. The legal delivery, the swing away towards the leg side from Usman Ghani, and Paul Van Meekeren
subscribe our channel to watch the night BPL match
at deep square leg. He first made himself aware of where the boundary was, and then realized I need to come forward just a little bit, and he stuck out those long arms and held on to a big catch and gives them just a little bit of hope.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
He gave it out, and so has he. So they 4 down. Ghani goes for 14. Ariful Haq is the new man and immediately gets off the mark. They've stumbled, the Dominators, haven't they? You thought they would have, as you mentioned earlier, dominated this score, but they've just worked their way quietly towards this total. 13 required from 14.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
To Wahab Riaz the last over, or maybe the next one. There's a dot. There, don't throw it. Don't throw it. You don't want to give away an overthrow.
Well, I certainly said in my earlier stint that Dhaka Dominators dominated with the ball, but not with the bat. They've made life difficult for themselves, yes, but not going on.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
He goes big. I'm not sure he's got enough. It hasn't got enough to go for 6, but it just creeps the boundary for 4. So a boundary to end the 18th. 105 for 4.
When cricket comes, 1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all sports
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন দারাজ অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে।
That would have given the dugout a sigh of relief after the dismissal of Usman Ghani, caught a deep square leg by Paul van Meekeren. It's a good catch, this.
Very good catch.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
Go forward, lunge forward to ensure that he had both the hands underneath the ball and hung on to it. Mohammad Saifuddin, the bowler. But what an important boundary that was from Nasir Hussain. Last ball of the previous over. Pressure reliever shot.
Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. A quick run single. Those men inside the 30-yard circle need to be tight now. They need to put pressure on. Because the Premier Bank Khulna Tigers, as they've turned to their main bowler in Wahab Riaz. There he is. Our most enthusiastic BPL fan of this match. The gentleman in white. So he'll have a signed bat coming his way.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
Inside the 30-yard circle now. They need to get tight. They need to get tight. Force the Tigers batters to go up and over. Not defending the total. They need a couple of wickets, just a couple of wickets to send some shivers down the spines of those in the dugout. Again, they just tap and run. They just tap and run.
Well, Khulna have got themselves to blame because there was not enough runs on the board, to be really honest. 113 was what they managed to score the first outing. And if you don't have runs on the board and if you don't come back and pick up early wickets, then the game is gone. But they fought well. You got to give credit to the bowlers by taking the game to the 19th over, maybe the 20th over also.
That'll be 4. That's the shot of the day for me. That really is. He's had a good game, Nasir. Did well with the ball, and now he's taking his team to victory with a bat.
Yeah, he hit a very good shot in the previous over I was talking about a little while earlier, but this was even better. Wahab Riaz, the bowler, he goes shimmy down the wicket. He knows that mid-on and mid-off and off are inside the circle. So it's gone down the ground. It was in the air and he knew he was in business.
রা এখনো সাবস্ক্রাইব করে নাই, তারা হচ্ছে কিপটা, তাই কিপটামি না করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে ভালো মানুষ হয়ে যান।
This game. It's the skipper.
And he's dropped the skipper. What a match this is turning out to be. Dhaka Dominators need only 2. They're 4 down. They could have been easily 5 down, but he's played a crucial role as a captain with the bat and earlier with the ball.
যারা এখনো সাবস্ক্রাইব করে নাই তারা হচ্ছে কিপটা, তাই কিপটামি না করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে ভালো মানুষ হয়ে যান।
And the over is ended. 19 gone, 113 for 4.
BPL এবার হাতে হাতে
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন। রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
Final over of this contest, just a single needed for the Dominators to win their opening encounter. Goes straight down the ground and finishes what has been a very profitable match for Nasir.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন। রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
One X Bat, one step to success.
It was not an easy chase, but it's all smiles for Dhaka
রাতের
Dominators.
বিপিএল
Thanks to the
ম্যাচটা
man on the
দেখার
screen,
জন্য
Nasser Hussain,
আমাদের
played a
চ্যানেলটিকে
brilliant knock,
সাবস্ক্রাইব
staying
করে
unbeaten till
রাখেন।
the very end and taking his team home. Wonderful time with the ball,
রাতের
also picking up 2
বিপিএল
wickets.
ম্যাচটা
And I thought
দেখার জন্য আমাদের
the bowlers
চ্যানেলটিকে
really well while he was in the
সাবস্ক্রাইব
field.
করে রাখেন।
earlier on when Khulna Tigers were batting, wonderful knocker and ensuring that they go and win by 6 wickets.
Yeah, the Tigers didn't bat well enough, did they? They meandered their way to 113, and in 20 overs that's not nearly enough, even on a wicket that has helped a little bit. But this is the moment. Nasser Hussain, needing 1 for victory, decides to end it with a boundary.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
Nasser is the match-winning batter, that's for sure. We hope that Shahzad is alright. He was out, retired hurt for 4 after he got clattered on the underside of his right elbow.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
But in the end, they do get over the line.
The Khulna Tiger bowlers, Nasir Muhammad was very good. None for 23. Mikran was quick and fast, but he was not among the wickets. Only 1 wicket to his name. Nahidul, none for 22. 2 for 22 for Mohammad Saifuddin. I thought
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
Only given 114 to win.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
This was one of the few poor deliveries that Van Meekeren bowled. It was just nudged away down the leg side. And they looked as though they were coasting at this point. But as happens so often in T20 cricket, when a wicket's required, a big player stands up. Mohammad Riaz.
They did pick up wickets later in the innings, but that opening partnership of 47 really took them in a comfortable position. Yes, this was a little bit too late. Nasir Hussain played a really good role with the bat, took on the bowlers, took 2 chances.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
This is a good catch. Van Meekeren in the deep. Ghani had gone and a runner ball.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
But eventually it was given out. This is a lovely shot with Wahab Riaz in the penultimate over. And then just to finish it off, Nasir Hussain bludgeons that one down the ground to take his team to victory. So the Premier Bank Khulna Tigers were inserted, made to bat first, and only managed 100 and win by 6 wickets. We're off to a break. When we come back, the post-match presentation.
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন। রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
1xBet is here. Cheer for your team with us. Search the 1xBet site right now. Be in the center of all
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
ইচ্ছে মতন পৌঁছে যাবে খেলার মাঠে। No stress, স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন একদম ফ্রিতে দেখতে পাবে শুধু দারাজ অ্যাপে উৎসবে মেতেছে ক্লাসের ফাঁকে অফিস ব্রেকে হাটে ঘাটে প্রেম পিড়িতে টালে লোকাল বাসে চলতি পথে স্ট্রিমিং ফ্রিতে
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
প্রিয় দেশবাসী, নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন, এখনই ডাউনলোড করুন দারাজ অ্যাপ এবং স্ট্রিমিং করুন বিপিএল সম্পূর্ণ ফ্রিতে আপনারই হাতে।
দারাজ অ্যাপে
পেরিয়ে দূরত্বের সীমানা, জীবনের নতুন সম্ভাবনাগুলো আজ পাড়ি দেয় বহু পথ। আপনার নতুন দারাজ।
রাতের বিপিএল ম্যাচটা দেখার জন্য আমাদের চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে রাখেন।
পেরিয়ে দূরত্বের সীমানা, জীবনের নতুন সম্ভাবনাগুলো আজ পাড়ি দেয় বহু পথ। আপনার নতুন দারাজ।
যখন তখন ইচ্ছে মতন পৌঁছে যাবে খেলার মাঠে নো স্ট্রেস নো টেনশন একদম ফ্রিতে দেখতে পাবে শুধু দারাজ অ্যাপে উৎসবে মেতেছে ক্লাসের ফাঁকে অফিস ব্রেকে হাটে ঘাটে প্রেম পিড়িতে টালে লোকাল বাসে চলতি পথে স্ট্রিমিং ফ্রিতে রাতে বউ